you doing? This is Black Shy Guy here once again to talk about Stephen A. Smith. Yup, Stephen A. Smith. This is Black Shy Guy. Thanks for sitting on my table. Hit the like and subscribe button and also the notification button for any upcoming new videos. Let's dive into what happened to this man. And I tell you, he made the most dumbest mistake and the most dumbest comment anybody can make. How in the world can you say that a man who doesn't speak the language of the United States does not deserve and should not be the face of a certain sport? You know how asinine a comment is that? You know how dumb that comment is? And for the man who gets paid the most out of the ESPN analyst, Stephen A., to make that comment, it's utterly ridiculous and embarrassing. ESPN has been in a troublesome heap as of late. And now Stephen A. has added to that. What am I talking about? Let's dive into what I'm talking about, all right? Before we go to the video, Stephen A. made a comment about Otani, who doesn't speak a lick of English, okay? Which doesn't excuse the fact that he shouldn't be the face of the league. He should be the face of the league. The man leads the majors in triples, which shows athleticism. And he basically leads in homers. And he's a pitcher. Basically, something that has not been done since Babe Ruth. And you're telling me he shouldn't be the face of the league for the simple fact that he can't speak English and he needs an interpreter to speak English? Yes, that's the comment Stephen A. made, and now he has to apologize for it, for the simple fact that the Twitter mob got on him, and that's the only reason he's apologizing, because the Twitter mob got on him. Because if the Twitter mob didn't get on him, he would not have apologized. What am I talking about? His apology is what I'm talking about. Let's dive in. Oh, man, let's hear what this man who has embarrassed himself has to say.
As to the kind of impact that this would have
Excuse my tea.
On the Asian and the Asian American community. That was not my intent at all. And so I just want to say we're going to talk about a lot of things. Jeff Passan's going to be on the show today. June Lee's going to be on the show.
I'm going to tell you right now, Jeff is going to fillet this fool. Fillet this fool.
I think Eduardo Perez is going to be on the show, along with a host of others. And I welcome this conversation. I don't have a problem with it, but I just want people to...
You don't welcome it, Stephen A. You don't welcome it. You're uncomfortable as fuck during the conversations. You don't welcome it. You're scared shitless. All right? Don't tell me you welcome it.
No, here's where I stand. The second that I was informed about how hurt a group of people in this nation was off of what I said, that's all that matters to me. All that matters to me, because I don't intend to hurt people like that. That's not who I am. That's not who I've ever been. If
Notice while he's talking, I'm drinking my tea.
I have a problem with you, you know it. If I mean to offend you, you know it. I don't hide from it. I'll let you know I'm coming. That wasn't the case yesterday. But nevertheless, it doesn't negate the fact that they were detrimentally affected by my words. I have friends from the Asian American community that expressed their disappointment in what I had to say because of all the things that they have had to deal with, the anti-Asian stuff going on, the Asian hate that's been percolating in this nation.
Exactly. The fact that a lot of Asian hate is going on in the United States, on top of that, and for you to make a comment like that to them, and you're part of the media, for you to make a comment like that, with all the Asian hate going on, all the assaults happening to them, and now you're saying one of them shouldn't be the face of the league, despite his grand performance in the league, because he can't speak a lick of English, is asinine, Stephen A. Asinine.
Over the last few years, and we all know to some degree why that is. I contributed to that yesterday.
You damn
and
right
that's
you did.
Inexcusable. So that's on me. And I wanted to apologize to the Asian community, the Asian American community, and the Walt Disney and the ESPN, because I'm not about bringing this kind of attention to the company.
And you know
and I did yesterday, and that's on me.
I so appreciate about you, though. As soon as you realize you made the mistake, you apologize, you own it. There's no script. You look in front of the camera, and you said that you're wrong. And we're going to have a bigger conversation now, and I'm looking forward to that. And it's an important conversation that we need to have. Anything you wanted to add,
Look how
Max,
uncomfortable he's looking at.
Simply that I know Stephen A. Smith. We've been working together I don't know how many years now.
Max.
Stephen A. Smith is not only, he's counting the days, he's not only not racist. I can tell you he is not racist. Yeah. He is anti-racist, stridently anti-racist.
Absolutely. It's a teachable moment for everyone. We have to continue to grow. Yep.
How much you have to say, Stephen A.?
I want to also extend a person. I did it on Twitter, but I also want to extend a personal apology to Otani himself. Because
you did him right.
Going into the home run derby last night
and
having to deal with all of these headlines that I created, I certainly didn't intend for that to be the case either. So I certainly owe him an apology. I want to apologize to him, his loved ones, everybody that cares for him and is in the circle. Again, I owe him an apology as well. And I also don't want to escape, on a different note, the Nigerians as well, because the Nigerian team that beat Team
he got
USA
on the Nigerians too.
When I didn't pronounce.
Listen, the Nigerian team had to get on his ass too. The Nigerian team had to get on his ass too. I'm telling you, Stephen A. has been doing this for a while. Don't get it twisted. But now that there's such thing as the Twitter mob who has been given power by the internet, and by Twitter themselves, because Twitter will not silence any type of Twitter mob. They have power, I'm telling you. It's like they hold the sword of Thundera. You know what I'm saying? It's like they hold the sword of Thundera. They could do anything they want to whomever they want. And they're doing it to Stephen A. now. And he has to apologize.
Announce someone's name. Apparently they took offense to that. And I'm a guy who is a huge fan of Francis Ngannou and Israel Adesanya and Usman. I love that brother.
You don't care who you're
the Nigerian Nightmare. And to listen to them over the years highlight what they've had to endure to achieve what they've achieved in this nation and throughout the world. Certainly, I want to make sure that I apologize to them as well. I was busy debating you about Team USA basketball, and on my show, I also talked about how Kevin Durant had a shot blocked by a dude named Precious because that was his name and what have you. And, you know, I was just trying to be funny and all of that other stuff, but they obviously took offense to that. I did not know.
And don't get it wrong. I do believe people are just way too sensitive now. There are some things Stephen A. say. He is joking. We always knew Stephen A. for that. So that's one thing I am going to defend him on. You can't joke nowadays. You can't joke at all nowadays. You can't say nothing. It's like amusement and jokes has been eliminated, God forbid, for any comedian to come out now because you can't joke about anything. You can't.
And so I apologize for that, and I'll do better, and that is that.
Yep. Do better every day. That's what we're here to do. Let's bring in our insider, Jeff Passan. Jeff, you got us?
I do have you guys. How are you, Molly?
Hey, Jeff. Thank you so much for being with us. I know it's a very busy time for you, but obviously you're much more intimately involved in the sport. Can you please speak to the
get your salt, get your seasoning, get your tomatoes, get your adobo, get all of that, because Jeff is gonna fillet this fool.
Significance of Shohei Otani.
Stephen A., I appreciate your willingness to apologize because it shows that you will listen. And I feel like I have to tell a story here about Shohei Otani. Shohei Otani came to this country at 23 years old. He left behind his family. He left behind his culture. He left behind his country. He left behind everything he knows to go and pursue the American dream. He wanted to come here and be great. And he is the sort of person who this show and who this network and who this country should embrace. We are not the ones who should be trafficking in ignorance. We are not the ones who should be perpetuating false ideas that, unfortunately, far too many people out there believe. We should look at Shohei Otani as a bastion of what this country and this sports world is about. And you know what he's done? He has reached that greatness. He has achieved that. He has found it here in America, and he's done so without speaking English publicly, and he's done so speaking English to his teammates. The reality about Shohei Otani, Stephen A., is that he is a story that we should all be wanting to tell. And it's unfortunate that something like yesterday happened, but this gives us the opportunity to come out here today and talk about what Shohei Otani is doing. And what he's doing right now is something that we have not seen.
Look at Stephen. Look at his ass. He's like, oh, this guy is killing me, man. Look at Max. Look at Max. Max is like, holy shit, this guy's bringing the thunder. I love it. I mean, Jeff ain't playing games, man. We in Thunderdome. We in Thunderdome in this bitch. And he's filleting both of them. Don't get it twisted. He's side-eyeing Max like, yo, say something, dude. Say something. Because I'm on Stephen A right now, but if you say something, I'm on your ass. Oh, it's a wrap for these fools.
Since Babe Ruth, something that we have not seen since Bullet Rogan and Double Duty Ratcliffe in the Negro Leagues, something I never thought that I would see again, which is someone who's starting the All-Star game today and batting first the day after putting on an electric performance in the home run derby. You talked about yesterday how you on this show, addressed Shohei Otani only twice. Why? Look at what he's doing. That's what we should be asking ourselves. It's not that Shohei Otani doesn't speak English publicly and that people don't embrace him. It's that if people don't embrace him because he doesn't speak English publicly, they're the problem.
Exactly.
Not Shohei Otani.
Look. The man laid the smack down, dude. You're the problem, Stephen A. You're the problem.
Well, by the way, we addressed Shohei Otani. I think you said twice. I thought it was more than that. But Jeff, truth.
Shut up, Max. If you had to think to see if you said it more than twice, then you did it. The fact that you had to think about it means you did it. Because you should know for a fact if you addressed his name more than twice. Dumbass, just shut up. Shut up and take it. And also, hit the like button if you really like this video. And also, hey, don't be scared to subscribe.